So I started this recording, but then I dropped a bottle of water, and then when I was picking it up, I ripped out my headphones out of the socket. So it just took so much time to get it back together. I had to restart it. So here we have Farika Liquid versus Spikemonchi, and Spikemonchi will probably be one of my opponents as a wild card. And so here we see he's doing a greedy build like a lot of humans do on Naiko's Refuge. But Naiko Refuge is very good map for humans and just greed. I really don't know what map I'm gonna ban now. Like in the past I would have banned Stalker's Rise. But these days it just seems like maps like Naika and Bayou are just worse. I think it might be in consideration not banning Grotto. I mean, I played versus Pac on Grotto and Bayou, but Plak isn't really quite as versatile as Spikemonchi, I feel. Spikemonchi likes to use certain things. Like he's not afraid to take risks. He's not afraid to, just drastically change up his strats and try something completely new. So I'm slightly scared of Spike. Even though I usually do well versus him, I still lose occasional game to him, and the game I lose to him usually isn't even close. Like if he gets it right, he gets it right. Here we have Farika going for just his regular 4 mother split, and Spikemonchi is on 3 refineries. I think he could even be greedier than that, and he's going for his favorite mass tier 1 build. And I think that's sort of the meta game right now that Dallas started. Actually works out for Spikemonchi, since Spikemonchi is the kind of guy who likes to do tier 1 units and just harass everyone with them. So like this is definitely the best time for Spikemonchi to be Spikemonchi. And Farika does something weird with different relocating his mothers as far as he can. I think he's afraid of Spike's tier 1 harass, but I honestly don't think that this location is any worse than this location. I actually think this location is worse. Wow, Farika does even weirder stuff going here. Yeah, I think this location is worse, because if he comes through here or comes through middle, this location is generally less favorable to defend than this one. This one you just go uphill or something like that. And there is open space here. Here by the time you expect attack from this side. So by the time you relocate any force you have to this side, you already gave up position. The human will be in the position they wanna be in. So Spike is going for I don't know what it's called. Dagger is called. Spike is going for a dagger, and I think that might be because that's the strategy I used. People think when I was on my barcode smurf, I was using invisible radiance. So that's why I think now I see humans go dagger every time. It was on Captain Spike's stream, so I think that's what contributed to the popularity of daggers. And actually there are a lot of brush here as well, so they can see in brush, right? They have to be in brush to see brush. I think that's how they work. I gotta ask someone. I think it's the stealth upgrade that makes them good. Yeah, he's going for it. Yeah, that's what Spike does, double harassment. I think, yeah, I think as I say, it actually, well, he also does, on Grota he does do conduit lines with, but then again, Grota is 50-50. If you get, if humans on the left side, it's usually Goo is very favored. So yeah, I'm thinking right now that against Spike I should be buying Naiko and Bayou. That's a very hard maps to play on. But so is Whale. Don't know. Whale also works very well for someone like Spike. Oh no, daggers do see in brush. I swear I'm a pro at this game. A bit sloppy fights by Farika, but Spike just keeps going tier 1. I think against Spike you might want to go for early crescents. But then again, you can't really go early crescents against such a style that harasses at 2 places at once. So, because because crescents are so slow and crescents need a lot of defense, they're squishy. And they're not really good against small numbers of enemy units. Pretty late Gladii. 9 minutes, that's very late. Farika source doesn't react when 2 spikes movements on the map. Like yeah, like losing mothers like that and pulling back. But this is hard. This is a lot of forces. Like you can't really just beat it easily. Yeah, I definitely agree with killing the rocks. In fact, I think I should start killing the rocks on Naiko, which is both beta and human faction. Oh, this is poorly microed. You should have won it so handily. He had a lot more forces here in proteins. I think he just didn't transform them all in time. Yeah, quite a few mistakes, but then again, this style is annoying. I mean, you're not gonna have an easy game against someone who just masses units and attacks you constantly. Like you can beat them. I mean that's for sure. But you can't really have an easy game. Like if someone does some kind of alpha rush or something like that, you can have an easy game. You can just know the timing, go large protein, kill their circuit city with large protein, something like that. But if someone is going for massing units and harassing you from like 2, 3 places at once, I mean, you're gonna have to work hard for that victory. Very messy, very messy. Fariko just sort of doesn't react to whatever his opponent is doing. I mean, his scouting is pretty good. He has a lot of, he saw a lot of these attacks, but he just didn't respond to them at all. I guess it doesn't matter to him since his main targets in the tournament will be other good players, but yeah, and I mean this one I know why he engaged, it's pretty obvious that he's gonna lose. Yeah, if he just waited for this one, he would just have devastating victory here. Also transforming your proteins into goo, into stalkers, into striders. Wow, third time's the charm. Wow, outmicroed. But yeah, transforming your proteins into striders on the other side of the map pretty much means you can't respond to this because striders are so slow. And he'd be going for alpha, or is he going for the artillery? I guess he's going for artillery since if it was alpha, yeah, one of the attachments would be attached in the front. Fariko is doing pretty good job at badly defending it. I really don't quite get why Spike is struggling so much with it. Well, I guess he's just keeping his armies for way too long time in his base. No micro here. No micro here. Yeah, like this army. I think like armies like that, they should constantly be on the move. I mean, yeah, it would be probably risky sending them, like for example here, but there is already some army there, so you basically send it as a follow-up. Also sending it as a follow-up top might be fine too. Yeah, as long as you keep your army active on the map, I think that game would have been over sooner if Spike was a bit more active on the map. That's what I'm saying, trying to say. But this game been over for a while now. Well, GG, a little bit disappointing game, but I mean, it gives a nice insight into how Spike is playing this game. And yeah, I mean, I completely expect that I might lose to him because he could have been probably a bit more successful if he would be doing a bit more turtle style, but his style definitely, if you mess up, his style will punish you big time. So that's a bit of an issue. And Farika is just such a fan of Striders. I think it would do him well if he would just do a couple more drovers. But yeah, I'm still impressed with how much army Farika actually has, despite being constantly set behind the whole game. I don't really like pushing with Mazargu at this point. I mean, Mazargu just can't even reach it. There's too much damage here. And Mazargus are extremely important in this stage of the game. GG.